Hi, how are you?
Hi, Niall. How are you?
Good. Maureen, in relation to, look, I'm sure you've watched the interview, Janet London and the school teacher. That's how this whole conversation came about today. And obviously the story
Yeah.
about media over the weekend where a second teacher came forward and said that the content of the meeting they had in DCU, which was an adult meeting, was inappropriate. And if they were teaching it to parent or to school teachers, why? Only the assumption that they might want to pass it on to pupils. But anyway, the point is, you believe, obviously, and I've spoken to you before about this, that the whole thing is inappropriate from start to finish.
It is. It is from start to finish. And it's not only that now. If you go on the government website, because I've been there, a lot of us have been reading this stuff 2 or 3 years ago. We knew this was coming. It's also on there 0 to 4. It's not just 13, 14-year-olds. It's 0 to 4 and right all the way up into primary school. This is not appropriate for any young child. Never mind a young 6 or 7 or 4-year-old. It's absolutely disgusting. And the whole lot of it should be binned. And go back, and it's making its way into other subjects. Because it's gone into English and history as well.
I did see somebody had posted up the English book, and like the first 4 pages are all about LGBTQ and all this kind of, and pride parades and all this kind of stuff. And I don't think I mean, don't get me wrong. As part of English or as part of history, you could talk about the fact that homosexuality was illegal in Ireland up to a certain point, and because of pride and because of Senator David Norris, etc., you could point out the history of it. It's all part of Irish history. You can't deny that, okay? That's a paragraph. You don't need 4 or 5 pages on it to tell us all about gender ideology and transgender.
No, you don't, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's gone into everything, and it'll go into math, and it will go into Irish. It will seep in everywhere.
Well, I can't understand how
you won't get it into maths. A lot of it should be binned.
Okay,
well, it will seep in there.
Well, getting back to the SPHE.
Mark my words on that.
Getting back to SPHE, I mean, do you believe any sex education, Maureen, should be taught in school?
We learn basic biology going to school, right? Basic biology. That's all they need to know. Parents can teach them the rest.
So just literally the basics. The basics of reproduction is what you mean.
Yeah, basic biology. We were in an age where we didn't have the internet, or we could only find out something if we went to a library. But did it do us any harm? No. And we knew what we were. But this is not anything to do with biology or teaching them about sex or teaching them about consent or anything else of it. It's been glossed over as teaching them that. It is not. It is a vicious, evil agenda that has no place in a classroom, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, Maureen, listen, thank you for that. Let me go to John.